So with all this bright sunshine, it's another great day to live, work, and play in the city of Tampa, isn't it? My name is Matthew Blair, and I'm a partner with Corcoran Johnson, and for about 15 years, we've had the honor and the privilege to represent Florida Crystals and the Fanjul family of companies in Tallahassee. We're also a Tampa Bay-based company, and so we've done that in Tallahassee, but it gives us great excitement, pleasure to welcome today FCI Residential and Florida Crystals to our hometown, the city of Tampa. We're joined today by several elected officials, leaders of the city of Tampa, leaders in staff positions, folks who have worked very, very hard to make this project possible today. We have representatives from our neighborhood here today. We have representatives from our neighbor, the Port Authority. So thanks for each of you making time in your schedule to come out. I'd like to introduce Gaston Cantens. Gaston is Vice President of Corporate Communications for the Florida Crystals family of companies. Gaston served from 1998 to 2004 as a member of the Florida House of Representatives. He served as an adjunct professor at Miami-Dade College, the St. Thomas University School of Law, and Florida State University's College of Law. And before that, he served as an assistant state attorney. Gaston and his wife, Anna, have 3 beautiful sons and that are now grown up, one of whom's expecting a baby any time. But one of their sons, Michael, leads our Miami office, and we're grateful to have a Cantens not just as a client, but also as part of our leadership team at our firm. Gaston's been a dear friend, as I said, for many years, and I'm going to invite Gaston to come up and share their vision, Florida Crystals' vision for this project here in the city of Tampa.
Thank you, Matt. And after that introduction, I can assure you I am not running for office again. I quit a long time ago. Good morning, everyone. Mayor Buckhorn, distinguished guests that are accompanying us this morning. Thank you for coming out to participate in the groundbreaking of FCI Residential's newest project here in Tampa. As Matt mentioned, I work with Florida Crystals Corporation. Some of you may recognize that name as a sugar company, and certainly we do grow sugar cane here in Florida, but we do much more than just that. We own the largest renewable energy power plant, biomass-fueled renewable energy plant in the country. It's all fueled with our own products that we grow on our fields. We're the only producers of organic sugar cane and organic sugar in the United States. We have one of the largest organic farms in the country. And all of the sugar that we produce in Florida is actually certified carbon-free as a result of our own operations and not as a result of us buying credits from other people. So certainly we are a sugar company, but we're much more than that. We are, at the end of the day, we are a real estate company. We own 200,000 acres here in Florida. We own 250,000 acres around the world, additional 250,000 acres around the world. We have waterfront refineries in places just like this, just right next to the port, whether it's in a refinery in Yonkers, New York on the Hudson River. In Baltimore, we have a Domino refinery in the Inner Harbor. We have one on the Mississippi River near New Orleans, in Crockett, near San Francisco, in Toronto, and right in downtown Toronto, in London, on the Thames River, in Lisbon, in Brindisi, Italy. We also have mills and refineries in Mexico, Belize, and the Dominican Republic. So we understand how difficult it is sometimes to that delicate balance they have to strike between a working port and the jobs and manufacturing jobs are created in a working port and the urban redevelopment that's occurring around those areas. We certainly experience that in Toronto and in Baltimore, and it's a very delicate balance that you have to strike as a city and how you want to maintain those jobs in the port, but also allow that urban redevelopment. The Florida Crystals started FCI Residential back in 2012, and in just a few years, FCI has blossomed under the leadership of Juan Porro, and his team, who you will meet in a few minutes. Today, we have 11 projects in various stages of design and development throughout Florida, mostly in Southeast Florida, and nearly 3,000 units under development. FCI's mission is very simple: identify strategically located parcels for development in areas that will experience growth and appreciation. And Juan, again, has done a fantastic job of doing that. For us, Tampa was an obvious choice, and we could not be happier with our investment here in the city. Under the leadership of Mayor Buckhorn and the City Commission, this city has begun an ambitious plan that will unfold over the next several years. There is no doubt that Tampa will be a waterfront destination city in the very near future, if it's not already. Mayor, you had a tremendous vision for what the future of downtown Tampa should look like, and you have worked tirelessly to make that vision a reality. Whether it's the Channel District redevelopment that was recently announced by the port, or Jeff Vinnick's plans and what he plans to do here, USF's medical school relocation, that's all part of that vision and the transformation of Tampa's downtown into what has already been called an urban oasis. We're very excited to be here. We're excited about the future of Tampa and to be a part of your vision for downtown Tampa. Now I'd like to introduce Juan Porro, who is the Vice President of Real Estate, and he will and heads up all of our development activities, and he will talk a little bit about the project, introduce his entire team. Thank you.
Hello, thank you, Gaston, for that great introduction. There's not much more to say. Gaston did a really good job of explaining our company's vision and what we're trying to do here in Tampa. Thank you, Mayor Buckhorn, for having us and doing this ceremony for our groundbreaking. We're very excited about this project. I'm fighting with my team. We haven't formally named the project. I've come up with some ideas, but they keep shooting them down. And I've shot down their ideas, so we're having a department battle. I mean, we have Jean Klein, who's our marketing manager, and Manny Mato's development associate in charge of this project, and Mike Getz, who's also helping us in this project. He's our development director, so he helps me kind of oversee the development processes throughout the company over the 3,000 units. This project, when we looked at it, we wanted to do something a little bit different to differentiate our project from the others in the community. So we wanted to bring some Miami Beach flair to the area. This area has a lot of arts and design criteria and desire. So we felt like an Art Deco design would be really cool to bring to this area, and I think people would like living in a project that has that flair and that design. So we decided to build a project with an Art Deco look, with great amenities, but also a pool that is like some of the Art Deco hotels, primarily the SLS Hotel in Miami Beach. So we kind of modeled our pool to theirs, where the pool comes into the clubhouse and there's these big columns. So there is a one rendering in the little flyer that we sent out that shows that, and I think it'll be great. So if somebody walks in the two-story amenity center, they're going to see the pool, because there's going to be about, I think, like 12-foot glass, and then the design, we hired this firm that has a lot of Art Deco experience, and we're very excited about bringing that look and that feel. And the units are going to be all tile, no carpeting, with European design cabinetry and really nice open floor plans. So we think that we're going to bring a great product for great rents, and it's going to be very attractive to Tampa. And we are also looking to own this project long term. We're not looking to lease it up and sell it. Like, there's a lot of apartment developers here that they want to come in, they want to build a project and then sell it. We are more interested in keeping long-term our projects ownerships, and I think we have, you never know when we'll sell it, but right now our intent is to at least hold this for a number of years. And we are also looking at other sites in Tampa. We believe strongly in Tampa. I think Mayor Buckhorn has done a wonderful job. Tampa is growing. We have the South Florida College coming in, and we have investments from Bill Gates and Vinnick and International. So I think that it's a great time to be in Tampa, and we're excited to have the opportunity to build something here and do a great job and enjoy the prosperity of the future of Tampa. So with that, I turn it over to Mayor Bob Buckhorn.
Well, with that, I get introduced for Mayor Bob Buckhorn, a man who needs no introduction. Thanks, Gaston and Juan. 4 years ago, Mayor Bob Buckhorn was elected to lead our city, and I can say he hit the ground running. He hasn't looked back. Since taking office, Mayor Buckhorn has led economic development efforts throughout our city and the entire Tampa Bay region. He's worked closely with the business community. This is particularly important to folks like us to help reshape how City Hall does business, and the results are tangible. There's a one-stop shop permitting process. That's important when you're trying to do economic development, when you're trying to build projects, when you're trying to do things for the residents of the community. He's provided better access to city services, and he's increased efficiencies at City Hall. Mayor Buckhorn's focus on bringing new business and economic development is resulting in redevelopment throughout our community, whether it's this area or other parts of our community. But nowhere is that focus, I think, more evident than in this neighborhood. And so please join me in welcoming Mayor Bob Buckhorn.
Matthew, thank you. You know, when I was, as I pulled up, I got a call from Pepe Fanhu. And he called me to thank me for participating in this event. And my response to him was, Pepe, you don't have to thank me. I want to thank you for believing in the capacity of this to be a great city. Thank you for investing in what will be an amazing future for this community. And so for me, the opportunity to be here, Gaston and Juan, to participate in this, and someone asked me before I came to the podium, did you ever imagine 4 years ago that your city would look like this? And I said, yeah, I did. Those 8 years that I spent wandering in the political wilderness, every day I woke up thinking that this is what our community could look like. If we did it right, if we believed in the capacity of Tampa to be great, if we understood that downtown and competing for that intellectual capital and competing for that bright young talent from all over the globe, that if we created an environment here, they would come, and investors would come, and developers would come. And look, 4 years later, look at this skyline. Look at what we have done as a community, but more importantly, look how bright our future is. I mean, with what the port just rolled out, with the decision to move that medical school downtown, just a few blocks from here, a game-changing event for Tampa, Florida. An opportunity to bring that intellectual capital to the urban core to fill these buildings that are going to get built. If you think about what just happened this week, where Money Magazine named Tampa as the best city in the Southeast United States, that tells you something magical is happening here. It tells you that our best days are yet to come. And thanks to the support of the City Council, Councilmember Suarez and Councilmember Maniscalco, thanks to the amazing team that we have at City Hall led by Bob McDonough, this is a place that is open for business, and I think the world knows that now. So we thank you guys for believing in Tampa. And I promise you this will not be the last groundbreaking that I will do. I have like 1,320 days left in office. And I can tell you this, we are going to make the best of every one of those days. That there is a sense of urgency, a sense that we have to complete what we started out 4 years ago. You will not recognize this downtown 4 years from now. It will be a radically different place, with a radically different attitude, with a swagger that is unsurpassed. This will be the place in America that everyone wants to be. This will be the envy of the state of Florida. This is the place that 2 out of the last 4 years has created more jobs than any place else in the state of Florida. This city will lead Florida out of the recession into the glory that we all know Florida can achieve. Thank you, Florida Crystals, for believing in us. Thank you to the Fanhu family, but most importantly to all of us that live here, thanks for believing. And we're not done yet. Right, Matt? Let's start digging.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Much exercise I've had. You know, if I keep shoveling, I'll be fit enough to hang out by that pool.
Keep shoveling.